Hello friends. I haven't been about the last couple of days. I had a headache yesterday and well, you know how it is. Now I've got the cat with me today. He's not often in the cottage with me. Drinking a little bit of white Rioja. Today's Saturday and it's the weekend, friends. And so I thought I'd come up and do a little bit of a video. I was going to read to you. I might just waffle instead. I've brought my computer. I was going to read a chapter of my book. But now I'm up here, I'm not minded to because I've got the cat. And it's going to be a very distracted video, I think, because I've got my furry ball there, which is going to be very attractive to Lord Montague. He's underneath my Charles II. What are you doing under there? Oh, I can see your little face. You can hear me talking, you see. But this is not why you tuned in. So, nice bit of white Rioja with my... have I got a lighter with me? Yes. A nice bit of white Rioja in my Tudor goblet. I'm smoking my Ben Wade. And in it I've got some of that black Ceylon Black. Which is quite an easygoing smoke. Yeah. A lot of latakia in it. Latakia. 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 Not bad. So anyway, yes, I'm up here. Now today's Saturday. Not a lot been going on the last couple of days, just shooting off arrows really on my archery course. Speaking of which, I had an order come in today from China, and I've got another arm brace, you know, to stop me string twanging against my forearm. I could have showed you all of this, but it's very difficult to do an unboxing with one hand and a cat running amok. Cat's very excited. He's running around this place, exploring my meditation couch. He isn't half getting big. I mean, he must be over twice the size he was when we got him. Doing really well. And also from China, along with that archery brace, came two little bowls. I mean, I've got a bowl for him, but he's got two little bowls now, which are quite nice, like designer bowls, really. Cheap and cheerful. What else came from Temu? Rather nice set of bonsai scissors. I'm pleased with those. Good quality. And there was an archery finger guard thing, leather finger guard thing. Which I wish I hadn't bought, really, because I'm left-handed archer. Don't need it anyway. I've got a marvellous little sort of mini gauntlet thing that goes over my fingers. I might do with some of my, what do they call them? You know, my giveaways. Because I've got two or three of those blessed finger guard things now for archery. I've got the hang of the stringer anyway, so it's no problem getting that longbow stringed and unstrung. I've got some of that wonderful wax that I made up the other day on it, which is a mixture of gum turpentine and pure beeswax. So my staff is positively lathered with wax. I was minded to shoot it just before this video, but then I thought, no, let's get the video done. Otherwise I'm going to get too tired and I won't make a video. What else came in that little... Oh, and some little sisal mouses with little feathers for Monty to play with. They came. It was a good little haul, that. Try. Oh, and my copper. That's another job for today. My copper wiring came. my slug guard. Which means I've got probably about 4 big tobacco plants I want to get out. And I want to get out my Bishop Snortweed. I've had my Bishop Snortweed in the greenhouse. Because it looked like it was suffering when it was out. But that's now the size it can go back out. Within my... I'm going to make a little corral of copper. Mind you, I've got to be careful because Lord Montague of the Long Min likes to use that patch of soil as his ablutions. He's gone back out again now. He won't have gone far. They like mapping their area, don't they, cats? His map's getting bigger every day. He's very good though. He doesn't sort of take off. He likes to stay within the confines of the immediate area of the caravan. Maybe I will read a chapter, I just don't know. He's probably going to come bounding in. Perhaps I will. Maybe I've got a moment's respite. And some other bits and bobs came. Can't remember what now. Oh, a little scoop, a little bamboo scoop. Probably use that for my porridge. I had porridge this morning, actually. Every so often I fancy it, a bowl of porridge. I've been trying to source raw milk. It's dashed hard to get hold of. But there is a place in a village near Shrewsbury. It'll be a good half an hour or more. 40 minutes probably. To get to it. But then I think you can I mean, tell me in the comments, but I think you can I think you can freeze raw milk. Because I thought if you go there and buy a whole load of it, it's not worth nipping out there for a pint. But I understand you can freeze it without any ill effect. But do comment if you know otherwise. I was rather inspired by Richard Vobes, because he has raw milk. He goes all the way to a farm. I think he has to go half an hour or so away. But this isn't a farm shop. This just does dairy. So you can get raw butter. You can have raw butter too and raw cream. So what I thought I would do is, you know, once every 2 weeks or once a month, charge up there to this farm and get quite a lot of raw milk and raw butter. I'm not so bothered about cream. Well, I might try it though. Might be nice. And you know, bring it back and freeze the milk. The butter should be all right in the fridge. And try my hand at a bit of raw cream. What do you think, Richard, if you're watching? It's a shame it's not a farm shop as well, because I could have sourced meat there too. I mean, there will be others around here. There used to be a lot where I was in Yorkshire. I used to enjoy shopping there. There was 2 and then 1 shut. Well, 1 was still open. They weren't cheap though. Well then I suppose they're not, are they? Mind you, Tuffins in Craven Arms, I think most of the stuff is sourced locally. Their meat. And I'm due to go to Tuffins because I've got to do a yodel return. And I think there's one, the nearest one is in Tuffins, in Craven Arms. And I've got to do a Royal Mail return, and that's in Craven Arms. If I want to do an Every return, I have to go to the co-op in Church Stretton. So I'm due a little trip out, I think, next couple of days. This is tasting rather nice, actually. It took me a while to get used to this, this Sillam's Black. I'm not going to do a reading, can't be bothered now. I spent a good part of today editing. And it's just as well, actually, because with reading the chapters, it's forcing me to be a few chapters ahead of the chapters you've heard me read. I'd say I'm roughly about a third of the way through the edit. Not a lot, is it? But I think the editing is becoming much easier because the later chapters I wrote more recently and are not as clumsy as the early chapters, which I must have wrote about 20 years ago. Can you imagine taking that long to write a book? Only Tolkien took that long. Or longer. But that's just because I'm bone idle. That book could have been finished donkey's years ago, but who cares? You know, as one matures and becomes wiser, you become almost more literate as well as you get older, don't you? So a good little collection of stuff came today. Archery course is great fun. I'll put a picture up of the arrows I shot yesterday. None of them in the yellow. We're quite a lot on the target now. And I'll put the picture up and show you. I was pleased with that. Particularly, you know, that sort of grouping. Because it's high winds as well that day. I have got more arrows on the way. Which are slightly shorter and slightly stouter, therefore. Which is probably what I need with a 28-inch draw. Because at the moment I'm probably only drawing about 26 on those stronger bows. We'll see how we get on. And other than that, not a great deal going on. Just working on my book, really. Enjoying the cat, the company of the cat. And they are great company, aren't they? Watched a few videos this morning with my coffee and my pipe. Oh, and prayers for, is he called Jonathan? Piper X1X. He's a bit upset at the moment. I don't know if you watch his channel. He's got to go and see the doctors. He won't mind me asking for your prayers because a bowel screening result came back and asked him to get himself into the hospital for checks. And he's very worried about it. I mean, it may be just they found a small bit of blood or something, or rather might not be anything, you know, that dangerous. So if he's watching, be of good cheer, my friend. I'm sure it's just precautionary, but it's as well to get yourself in there. And it's, you know, that's the whole purpose of the screening, to get in there early, so you can do something about anything if there's anything amiss. I have to do those. I'm of the right age now. Well, I have to do those bowel screenings. I had a screening for something else recently, which I passed with flying colours. I don't know whether, was it prostrate? I have no idea, I can't remember what it was now. No, it was some weird thing. I think it's because of the dreaded COVID. People have been getting all sorts of weird and wonderful diseases. And the NHS are panicking and screening people for this other particular weirdness. But anyway, there we are. That was normal. But of course this is all part of getting on, isn't it, really? I shall be an old age pensioner soon. I thought I'd better warn you in advance, because I may become decidedly grumpy. More grumpier than I am normally. My birthday's on the 13th. I don't know what day it is. It's a Saturday, I know that. Is it the 5th? So God willing, I shall be in receipt of an old age pension. It's funny, when you're young, you never think you'll be an old age pensioner. It sounds so old too, doesn't it? Old age pensioner. I'm looking forward to telling people though, no, be careful, I'm a pensioner, you know. Don't talk like that to a pensioner. I'm a pensioner, you know. I suppose I could get a bus pass, but there's bugger all in the way of buses round here. There may be, I've never seen a bus. I think there is something that sort of goes round the Long Min. No, I'm not sure it'd be any use to me. It might be. Wouldn't it be wonderful if we had a steam train pass when we get into old age? That would be great. There is some form of... I've seen a steam engine going past. Not up here, but further down. Is it Minton? This train station, there's a level crossing anyway, and I was stopped at this level crossing and this beautiful steam train went past. I'd love to know what that line is. If any locals are watching, do let me know. I'd love to go on it. I'd like to take my clerk of works on it. Lisa and I have been hard at it on the archery butts. She's a better shot than me. Hello, Monty, you've decided to come back, have you? You're not that bloody adventurous, are you? You come back to see your dad. Don't you go knocking this camera flying. You'll have seen it just wobble then, possibly. Unless the anti-stabilisation on the camera is working. He's having a ball. This is a great fun, isn't it, in this place? He's having a good explore of the ancient coffer at the moment. He's underneath the ancient coffer. There's nothing in here that can do many damage anyway, thank goodness. You just never know with cats though, do you? They get up to all sorts and they get everywhere. Don't you go knocking my camera over. How are you all anyway? Oh, by the way, so do pray for get off that. Do pray for Jonathan. And that his treatment or his diagnosis goes well. I'm slightly distracted because I'm keeping an eye on him. He's not doing any damage really. He's just excited to be at the... He bounces off the wall sometimes. He's eating my curtains. There's nothing in that caravan I'm bothered about particularly though, so he can eat the whole bloody thing as far as I'm concerned. I mean, that'll be probably replaced by a beautiful shepherd's hut in time. And then if anybody wants to visit, I can throw them into it, rather than have them at the main house. Out for meals and drinks. Perhaps a warming fire in winter. No quotes have come back, so I can't give you any updates on the house. That's about the size of it, my friends. Really nothing to report. It's all very quiet up here. I'm on me Todd. Well, apart from Monty. And he is great company. You don't really feel alone at all with a cat, do you? I mean, this thing keeps you on your toes. He's very good, though. He sleeps through every night. Marvellous. And he stopped jumping on the bed. You've given that up. So, you know, I do get a reasonable night's sleep. I went to bed quite late last night because I'd had a siesta yesterday. So, of course, then I wasn't tired at bedtime. Marvellous, really, isn't it? But whatever I did last night must have done something because I'd had a crashing headache yesterday and it was gone by this morning. I don't get headaches very often. Monty is playing with a, you know those, I think they're called, what are they called? You know those packing nuts, those polystyrene things. He's found one of them. He's tormenting that on the floor, on the quarry tiles. But he has a habit of knocking into the tripod though. Take it off, that's it, good lad. You'd make a good footballer, a good dribbler. He's quite deft with the ball. Anyway, my friends, I suppose I ought to wrap it up. I might go and do some. I've got my longbow behind me here, ready to be strung, and I think I want to build up my strength. So I don't do it every day. When I'm not shooting that one, I shoot the other longbow. But this one, I'm building up to my draw weight. It's a 52-pound draw, which is doable. It's not insignificant, though. And tonight, I don't know what I'm going to have for supper. I'll have a look in the deep fridge. What have I got? I can't remember now. I have a bit of fish. Hello, Monty. Come up here. Come on, then. Do you want to say hello to everybody? Come on, Monty. Hello, Monty. No, you don't want to come up. Okay. Well, you didn't get your chapter from the book. But you're not missing much. I've got to cut the bit I'm going to read to you. I think it's chapter 16. I've got to leave a bit of that out anyway, because it might be considered by some X-rated. But you'll get the gist. Good couple of chapters coming up. I'm going to conflate that one with the next chapter for my next reading. We'll see how we get on, eh? But all in all, everything's fine here, my friends. I'm going to sign out, I think. Don't have a lot to think about or talk about. But we have got things to pray about, haven't we? As mentioned earlier. I like to think we do pray for each other. I shall certainly remember you all at Holy Mass tomorrow, where I'm looking forward to using my silver pattern that arrived this week. And with that, I'm going to love you and leave you. Enjoy your weekend. It'll already have started. I hope this video finds you in good health. And I will see you on the next edition of A Parson's Progress. Bye-bye, Monty. And bye-bye from me. Take care. Father John, signing out.